Coming back from lunch, and it looks like the Comets robot didn't actually finish their lunch. They're doing a nice little dance for us. But it looks like the Killer Bees robot is already putting in work, as that's a third piece of level 4 coral scored for their alliance. And they're just in position for their next one. But all the Blue Alliance robots are at least moving around and scoring, as NC Gears just does drop off that last level 4 coral that they had, as they've scored a third one for their alliance. The Baldwin-coated dragons do process an algae, as the Frog Force human player sends it up for 6 and 4 points respectively. NC Gears, once again, they swiftly drop that piece of coral up on the level 4 branches, as the Baldwin-coated dragons decide to clean up house on the Blue Alliance side of the field by keeping on processing that algae. But the Killer Bees are moving back and forth from scoring coral to algae, as they got one in position, open up some scoring spots, score it on the level 2. Moving on over to their net, reach up, send that algae. They've got it for their alliance. As 503, the Frog Force is right behind them, as the Comets are looking to do the same right alongside the Frog Force. As the Comets, they're still trying to move around, find the right position to where they want to score that piece of coral, still trying to get it into their robot. As it looks like Baldwin-coated dragons are still at it. They've got a piece of coral in hand. They do score it in the level 1 trough for their alliance, as the Gears do put one up on the level 4 once again. 95-66, that's the Red Storm rookies. Do decide that they want to sneak on over to the red side to go try and steal that piece of algae, as they've got one so far. They accidentally bottomed out on that piece of algae, as they're trying to right themselves right now. Move around. They have got themselves righted. They're back in this game. As 503, the Frog Force is moving right alongside the Killer Bees. A quick 1-2 of scores on the level 4 branches for their alliance, as the Comets have another piece of coral in position. Still trying to find the right spot to where they want to score that, as they drop it into the center of their robot instead. At 95-66. Touches the opponent's cages and accidentally bottoms out on a piece of algae once again. But they're still trying to find the right spot so they can right themselves and score some endgame points, as we have the Frog Force and Comets trying to look for a right spot to get any deep cage hangs, as the Killer Bees slide in just in time for the end of that qualification match. All right, looks like we're ready to see some scores for that last qualification match. The Blue Alliance that wins that match with a score of 162 to 143, as 5 ranking points means that